This video was not even planned. Heck, I just got back from the doctor's office and got my cast off that I've had on for 6 weeks. I haven't even washed my stinky leg yet. So 6 week stinky leg and stinky foot. But I had to talk about this hot topic. And thank you so much to one of our Twitter followers that actually let me know about it. I don't know if they want to be shouted out, so I'm going to keep that quiet here. But again, they tagged me on it and I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is nuts. And as you can see from the title, and what's sitting on the desk, we're talking about Audeze, but more importantly, Sony buying Audeze. And we're going to talk a lot about this right here. You all know I'm an Audeze fanboy. I have been for years. You're talking, I don't know, let me see what my first Audeze video is here. Let me see, Techne Audeze. I don't know how to sort these as far as rank. No, more than a year. I don't know where to find my other one. My oldest, 2 years ago, that was when I talked about my Wicked Cushions mod. So we're talking about 3 years. I've been, over here ranting about Audeze. They're definitely catching a lot of traction now. A lot more people are covering them and raving about them thanks to the Maxwell here, right? Audiophiles, they've always known how good Audeze is. And I've preached about them left and right, and I still do. Anyways, to the point, Sony buying Audeze. Main topic here. Is this good or bad? Most importantly for us gamers. Me, I'm an Xbox fan. I always primarily use the Xbox headset through Audeze because number one, you can use it on every single platform. Flick that dongle over and I use it on my PlayStation. I'm perfectly fine. You know what I mean? Anyways, let me start right here. I want to read this. I'm reading this from Business Wire. I haven't read everyone else's article and stuff. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Just kind of the core of what they're talking about here. I'm just going to read this main line here. Audeze will continue to operate independently and develop multi-platform products while benefiting from being part of the PlayStation ecosystem. Okay? So, and then they're talking about Audeze, professional audio, known for their audiophile stuff, gaming markets, and then what Audeze does, and then the CEO talking, and they were excited to bring Audeze experience into the PlayStation ecosystem, building on the great strides to build a PlayStation 5, Tempest 3D, Audio Tech, Pulse 3D, so on and so forth. So that's really it. And then everyone else is just talking, like, it doesn't even show the value. I'm kind of curious because Audeze, as much as they're known now, I don't think they're a big company. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know numbers, but I think they're a private company as well. I tried to look them up on the market and I couldn't find anything. So I don't know. I could be wrong there. But anyways, let me close this. That's the core of it right there. In talking about that line right there where they'll be making headsets, right? Sony now owns Audeze, but they'll be working independently and making products for the PlayStation ecosystem. Well, Audeze always did, right? The Penrose, right? They had the PlayStation version. The Maxwells, they got the PlayStation version. If any of you saw my recent tweet or the recent Sony news, by the way, if you don't follow me on Twitter, I don't advertise it much or talk about it. Make sure to go follow me on Twitter. I think it's the Techne1, the Instagram, and then of course my website has all that stuff there, stinkycozy.com. But anyways, the Techne1, and I kind of ramble about this stuff quite frequently on there. Anyways, the new Sony headsets, like the first thing that blew my mind was not, oh, cool, a new headset. Not at all. But planar magnetic drivers in the Sony headset. That, I was like no joke. I wanted to kind of tweet out, but then I was like trying to do a little research. I'm like, let me make sure I got this right before I say something. And I just never said it. I said, let me just keep it back. I'm like, is Sony working with Audeze? That's honestly what I wanted to tweet. Like, no joke. It's so crazy. But lo and behold, they're not working with them. They stinking bought them. Now, again, there's multiple things I need to talk about here. At the core, is this a good thing or a bad thing? So number one, the weird thing is, again, Audeze has always made products for PlayStation. So that makes me question it a little bit right there, right? Like, what is Sony saying? Is it going to come to the point where, yeah, sure, Sony will let Audeze still build their audiophile headphones? I don't know. That's kind of, Sony's a big company. They're a known company. Sony's struggled for a while, believe it or not. They've never been a powerhouse company, right? PlayStation's pretty much the thing that keeps them afloat. That and what is it like? Insurance? I think it's insurance or something like that. But anyways, it's really the PlayStation. And the same Sony Interactive Corporation or whatever is buying Audeze. So I don't know if it's Sony Corp, which is like TVs and stuff like that. I don't know. Again, it's not stating all that, and I can't see that. So that can be a little wish-washy right there. But again, it's saying Sony Interactive, which is, again, the PlayStation side. And, so we'll have to see. But anyways, focusing right there on the audiophile headphones, which I absolutely love. Like, no joke, I really haven't tested a single Audeze product I did not like. There's some I question, like the earbuds. Kind of question those, but they were still good. You know what I mean? But starting right there, will Sony still stick with and let Audeze, if they're going to be working independently, continue making $1,000, $5,000 headphones? How much profit is in this? I mean, this is a dang good set of cans here, right? Audeze stuff, y'all think I'm just like fanboying, but no joke, their stuff is premium. Heavy, but premium, So how long is Sony be like, all right, there's not enough margin, there's not enough profit, we're not making enough money from that stuff? Let's nix it, let's cut it out. The money maker is gaming headsets. And I mean, I think we all can agree that as much as we love a good quality pair of headphones, let's not lie to each other. When you go to Best Buy or Amazon, half the time, any big box store, anything like that, gaming headsets are on the top of the list, right? Heck, Best Buy, you're not going to find a, pair of Audeze headphones. So is Sony going to keep that side of Audeze in line? I don't know. I personally think down the road, maybe a couple years, I think they'll minimize it. That's just my opinion. Maybe they'll branch it off into like the Sony music side. Maybe they'll do that, like their studio and music and high end. Maybe that's what Sony would do with it. Okay, let me swing over here to gaming headsets. And where I want to start with this is right along with my tweet I tweeted out the other day about the new Sony products, right? The little portable in-house. Golly, that's for another video. Like who? Ah, man, I wish it was like a switch where you can take it outside the house. But no, I don't want to, just get my PlayStation when I need to go to the toilet. Anyways, that's a whole different topic. The headphones and the earbuds, right? They're both planar magnetic drivers. Like I stated, I'm like, holy smokes. I just wanted to blurt it out. Is Sony working with Audeze? I don't even know if that is what that case is. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on right there. They just announced their products. Now they're announcing this. But the cool thing, this is a big pro. Now, again, I got to test them and really get to listen to them and see, okay, what's going on here. But that Sony headset is $150 with planar magnetic drivers and some really cool features on it. That's big time. Like, what is this? $300 or $350 for this gaming headset? And it's a heavy son of a gun. That Sony one, I don't know. Planar magnetic drivers are known to be heavy, but are they going to use like a smaller kind of dumbed down planar magnetic driver in there to keep that price down? I don't know. Right now the build's more plastic. This is a whole lot more metal, but like I've stated, I've always taken a plastic headset if it's fairly rigid because it's lighter weight. That's the biggest downfall of Audeze headphones or headsets is they're incredibly heavy and you don't really want to use them for long sessions, That could be a pro. But the main point is that price point. $150 for planar magnetic headphones with all those features? That is going to be, no joke, game changing. Okay. Now the earbuds are also planar magnetic. I don't know. They're $200. That's, I'd have to shove them in my ears to see, but I'm really excited about that headset. Now I want to swing this a different way. Again, talking about me loving Xbox. And again, as you can see, I got my Xbox headset. I got all the platforms, the PlayStation, Switch, yada, yada. But I do game on Xbox majority of the time when I'm not on PC. So is Sony going to stop making Xbox headsets? It's stated multi-platform in there. But would Sony say, no, this is that good, which it is, and it's catching traction now, that can we make this PlayStation exclusive? They still have 3.5 and stuff, but as far as their wireless gaming headsets, because Xbox, you need that little coder in there and stuff. You think Sony's going to pay Xbox? I don't think so. I hate to say it. Again, I don't think so. And I think this is down the road. This is like, hey, Sony bought Audeze, snip this and snip that. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think down the road, when new products start releasing, we're definitely going to see them catered to PlayStation. I truly think that. It's kind of like you think about this whole fiasco with Xbox buying Activision Blizzard and Sony trying to bust them for this and that. It's mild. Like Audeze and Activision, they're mild. That's two totally separate things. Not talking about the just digital and the game and a product, but again, it's that same kind of space right there. This Audeze headsets are so good that I think it would draw people. It would draw me. Okay, I'm being straight with you. They are that good that I would debate, yeah, if I want to play on console, I might buy that new game that's on both platforms. I might buy it on PlayStation instead so I can use my PlayStation Audeze headphones. Now we got this. These aren't going anywhere. Maybe snag a set while you can, because they might go somewhere. You know what I mean? That's a big thing. You believe it or not, that's a big thing. Because right now, a new game comes out, or say, I don't know, what game's on both? I don't know. I can't think of one just right off the top of my head. Say Diablo. Okay, let's talk Diablo. That's my biggest game right now. Bam, instantly, no questions asked. I am getting it on Xbox. Now, I recently bought it on PlayStation as well because I want to be able to test products across them. But in this situation, I would go straight to PlayStation more than likely. Let me know now, you guys. Again, I'm an audio nerd, right? I love audio. Now, there's one other point I want to talk about this right here. And again, I'm just rambling. Again, just going straight back from the doctor's office. I hope you guys are sticking with me here. But the other point I want to make here, that is a good point as well, is, again, Sony being a bigger company, being able to keep the products in production and in stock. Talking about snagging these while you can, if you can, they're out of stock all the time, right? They're just hard to find, or you're going to be paying extra top dollar for them, So I think Sony's going to help out with that, keeping that manufacturing going, pumping out products, keeping them in stock, and that can go one way or another, because I know Audeze, like, they pick and, again, separate their planar magnetic drivers and match them and whatever, all sorts of crazy stuff. Will Sony do that? I don't think so. I think Sony will be like, yo, crank these out. Let me get these on these shelves. We got, thousands of stores. We got to put them on a shelf. We got them online. We got to move them. We got to make profit. We got to make money. So I don't think that bit of quality will be there, but will it be as good? Again, we got to put them on our heads and really play with them. So there's a lot of variables here, right? Quality, price, production, Xbox, PlayStation, audiophile headphones. There's so many different ways we can take this. For me, I'm super excited to get them on my head. And yes, I will be testing all of them, of course, you know what I mean? But I think this is something we're going to have to play out down the road and really kind of keep an eye on it. And again, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Don't just, jump down there and be negative, this, that, or the other. But what do you think this is going to create? Not instantly, but down the road. What do you think is going to happen here? I'm really curious. Again, I'm business nerd, product nerd. This is what I live for, you know what I mean? And I'm excited. A lot of companies, right? HP just bought HyperX, right? SteelSeries, the hearing aid company or whatever, bought SteelSeries, So lots of cool stuff out there. But this one is exciting. Coming from an audio nerd, an Audeze fanboy for years here. Awesome to see them catching traction now. This is a big move, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Spark up a conversation, because this is juicy. It really is. But anyways, thank you so much for coming by and watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. But anyways, I'm going to go get this boot off, and I'm going to wash this leg finally since 6 weeks. It is stinky.